Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Tuesday, everybody. What's up, y'all? As y'all can see, this live will be about, I don't know how many of y'all seen it, but Tasha K interviewed Rose Miller, which is Queen of Kings. I actually follow Rose's content on YouTube, so I'm very familiar with her content and stuff like that or whatever. But the interview got pretty heated, y'all. Like it was a big one, okay? And it's definitely doing numbers. Let me see who is in the chat, baby. Let's see who we got in here. Hey Shelly, the author. Hey, Fixing My Crown. Hey, Deborah R. Hey, K. Monet, Miriam, Brandy, Michaela, Trina B, Micheline, Pretty Lady. We're going to let a few more people get in here, y'all. Hey, Miss Josephine. What I wanted to say. How many of y'all actually seen the interview? It happened yesterday, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people never seen it yet. Which it is, like I said, it is doing numbers, but I know a lot of people in our sector is not too, y'all more so on the LaTrue saga, but y'all, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, especially with that situation. And I'm gonna definitely give my opinion from what I see and me following Rose and her content. So I'm gonna speak from that aspect because I feel like, well, before I get into that, I see some more people that came in. Hey, Miss Josephine. Hey, Sweetly Favored. Thank you, Pretty Lady. Hey, Kimberly Merrills. Hey, Hanging with Miss D. Hey, 88 Brian. Tanaya. Miss Lois. Bronx Girl. Virgo Goddess. We got Rakita. Miss Shalene. K Monet. I don't even know I say your name already. Sweetly Favored was in the middle of watching it, left to come here. Girl, listen. Trina said, I seen it from beginning to end. Y'all, it was crazy. It was crazy. Hey, Miss Ruby. Yeah, hey, Lupac and Chad. I seen it. She act like Brie. Listen, that's why I definitely gotta speak on it. I got to speak on it because it's some similarities there, but I still have to give Rose a little benefit of the doubt because I actually follow her content, y'all. So I'm not just speaking from seeing one video and running with it, right? But as far as her putting out, Sweet Favor say Rose is hard to listen to. TK carries the interview well. She wasn't expecting that. You could tell that. Okay, let me say this because I actually follow Tasha K. I like her content, and I also watch Rose's content as well. So I could tell that based on the interview, Tasha K went into the interview very guarded. You could tell. And the fact that she got triggered by, I ain't gonna say she don't like YT people, but you could tell that that's a sensitive subject for Tasha K based on how she interviewed Rose. Cause she definitely went into that interview really, really guarded, and she wasn't letting up on her. Like, she did not let up on. I feel like Rose handled that interview well, even though it kind of gave blindsided, and the fact that Tasha K didn't let up on her, it kind of got her into talking in circles. You know what I'm saying? Like, nervous energy, like her anxiety was all over the place, not giving her a pass. Because if y'all seen the actual video that Rose put out where she was going in on her husband, because I did see that clip or whatever. I don't know if she deleted it off of her page, but it's a lot of bloggers that caught it or whatever that posted it, and I don't agree with that. Like, I can't come here and say just because I actually watch Rose's content that I agree with her doing that. I don't agree with nobody doing that. Just like I speak against LaOnya and her putting out the stuff she did with her husband. I disagree with that. I disagree with Rose doing it also, because now you have to answer for that. Hey, Tootie. Will you brush your teeth? Now you have to answer for that. My baby just waking up, y'all. Now you have to answer for your actions, and she don't like it, and it's gonna be hard because when you put out a certain dynamic, a family dynamic on the internet, a lot of people, especially if you're an influencer, a lot of people follow what you say and what you do. And y'all know I speak on this all the time with influencers. You have to be mindful. So now you have to pay for what you put out. You put out that you put out this family dynamic that is low key giving perfection, like, which we know no marriage is perfect. This is why I don't follow influencers from a perfect aspect, or idolize influencers, because no relationship is perfect. That's why I say you can't believe everything that people put out on the internet, because they want to give that perfect family dynamic, and we know that's not real. We know that's not real. But what I can say I do appreciate with Rose's content is that she gives transparency. She does give transparency, even though I don't agree with her putting out the video basically dragging her husband and putting a business out there, because now she got to pay for that. It's consequences for everything on the internet. Wait, let me see. Tamika said, hey Tamika, hey Virgo Doe, hey y'all. Tamika says, hey Lupac, I wish Tasha K could have interviewed her first husband. See, the thing with that, the first husband, I kind of know the storyline for it, but it's always three sides to every story, right? So, she kind of gave, like, if y'all follow Rose's content, she has more than one channel. It's her family channel, and then she has another channel that she recently created where she kind of gave the storyline for the first husband, which is her first two kids' dad. And she basically, said they was young or whatever. I want to say she was 19 when she had her first son with him. And they were married. He ended up leaving her for another woman or something like that. And she was in the midst of her being pregnant for their third child, and made her get a AB or whatever. What? I'm on live. Why y'all keep coming in my room with that loud door? Hey Miss Claudette. He pretty much made her get an AB with their third child, and then he left her for another woman. So it's definitely, I can agree with Tasha K when she said that women have a habit of carrying over. If you're not healed, and being that she was so young in that situation, I don't think that she healed properly from that. She was saying that basically her YT husband is her savior. That's the kind of the narrative that Tasha K was running with, and accusing Rose of. But I feel like she definitely didn't heal from that first relationship, and you could tell based on the way she talks. Now, I'm not casting judgment on her from that, because I don't feel like a lot of women get the proper healing and therapy that they need, when dealing with certain toxic relationships, because therapy is frowned upon in the Black community. And it's sad, but it's true. A lot of people look at therapy as, oh, you crazy if you get therapy, right? But you don't have to be crazy to get therapy. Therapy is actually a healthy thing. It's good. It's good even if you don't have mental health issues. I advise anybody to get therapy, because it's very beneficial to your mental health, regardless if you have mental health issues or not. But something definitely happened with the first husband. That's what I'll say. Thank you, Anomaly. I'm just seeing you get in here. Yes, y'all, if y'all would like to bless me monetarily, the Cash App is pinned at the top in the chat. Also, buy me a coffee, and my membership link as well. But I feel like Tasha K, y'all, that interview was so good. It was heated. It was definitely heated. Now, I didn't agree. Okay, you can have it, Sudie. I didn't agree with Tasha K when she got triggered and she said she called him a YT cracker. I didn't agree with that, because that gave racist. Like, you can't fly off the handle when you doing interviews, because you're a professional, and I'm glad that Rose, she stayed. She was like, Tasha, come back or whatever. Don't leave. We talking like women. You can't allow your emotions to get the best of you in a professional setting. And that's why her PR team was telling her to cut the interview, because they seen Tasha was starting to fly off the handle, right? Because she was like, you laid down with that YT cracker. I said, oh my God, no, she did not just say that. They do, Anomaly. They need a part two. They definitely need a part two. But I just feel like because I watch Rose's content, y'all, and Tasha said multiple times that she don't watch her content. You know, she said she's seen a few things. And if you familiar with her content, do you know she do a lot of race baiting, right? That's how her platform was built. You know, based on her being in a racial relationship or whatever. But I don't think that the way Tasha was coming at it, that's not the case. And that's why Rose kept telling her, have you seen my content? Like, maybe you need to watch my content more. Or, you know, she was like, I'm going to send you some videos, because she don't do it. The way Tasha was putting it is not the way that she actually does her content. And I'm saying this because I actually watch her content, you know. But she do have a lot of her captions, like, I just seen a video where she posted getting my black son a haircut for the first time or something like that. And I don't agree with that. Like, I don't think you should caption which I think she do it for view purposes, but I don't like when people caption stuff like that. Like, that's not cool, you know. You don't have to single out, because if you want to keep it a buck, yeah, two of your kids might have a white daddy, but at the end of the day, all them cheering black, okay? They all black, all four of them, regardless if two of them biracial or not, baby. Once you put a little bit of that black blood in them, that's what it is, okay? But Miss Ruby said Rose says she suffers from anxiety with no meds. That's why I feel sorry for her. You know, and it's not even that, Miss Ruby. I low key, I ain't gonna say I feel sorry for her, but I look at her like she's human. You know, I don't look at influencers, I don't idolize influencers to the point where they can't make mistakes. You know, so I wouldn't go into this situation just casting judgment on her, because she's human. You know, now, do I agree with her putting out that video on her husband? No. Regardless if he's white or black, I don't agree with it, because you shouldn't put out your personal business like that. Don't do that, because now you got to answer for it. Now you getting all this backlash, and you got to deal with it. And you're going to have to deal with it in a professional manner. And you could tell she's never had to deal with a situation like this before, based on her reactions. If y'all remember, Upper did a reaction video not that long ago to Rose content or whatever, and that video, and it's a YouTuber on here that's been going really, really hard on Rose. Like, I'm talking about really, really hard, dragging her. And to the where Rose she spoke on Tasha K interview about it, to where she got her channel taken down because of some of the stuff that she was putting out. Now Rose was like, you know, she thanked Tasha K. She was like, I seen your segment that you did, and she said you did it, even though, you know, you gave your opinion, it is what it is, but you did it in a certain fashion. You know, you wasn't disrespectful with it, you wasn't defaming with it, and that's how you should do it. That's how it's supposed to be done. Hey Miss Angela, hey Miss Beverly, hey Humble Brown, hey y'all. You welcome, Miss Ruby. Let's see. Trina say Rose also did the video with the kids. You know my daddy. They had. Wait, I never seen that. That was that recent. Recently, Trina. Hey, Peace Be Still. Anomaly say therapy is definitely needed for both of them. She admitted to not having the best upbringing and how she wasn't shown how to love. Exactly. And that's how I feel like it should be. The fact that she can see okay, this is my thing with the interview. Tasha K held her accountable. But it's kind of the way she did it, right? It's like Tasha K had a grudge on her shoulder, you know, based on her experiences. You have to keep your emotions out of it. You got to keep your emotions away from your professional setting. Just like I said, she got triggered and she said, and you lay down with that YT cracker this, whatever. You can't do that. You can't do that, because now, you know, she got real offended. Now Tasha might have a lot of YT people that follow and support her. You offending them too. You a black woman. Yes, I understand that you speak for, mass majority of her platform is black women, but you don't know what race is actually following your channel. You can't be offensive. You can't get triggered like that in interviews, because if that's her preference, that's her preference. Hey, peace be still. And that's basically what Rose was trying to explain to her. Like, I'm not against black men. Like, I don't, and she even apologized. She was like, I apologize to all black men if that's how it comes across. But she said, that's not what I'm trying to do. She just basically, she's in a interracial relationship, and she's basically, from what I see, she puts out showing the difference. She does talk about the racism in the YT community, with their situation and what they got to experience. She do talk about stuff like that. And she do talk about the difference with being with a YT man and a black man. And she has that right to do that. You can't get mad at her for her preference and her speaking on certain things that she experienced. She's speaking from her experiences. You can't be mad at that. Like, that's just like somebody getting mad at, which a lot of people mad at Tasha because of the way she run her platform. It's the same thing. Hey, I am the cloud. What's up, girl? Hey, Terry, what's up, bro? Terry, I see you made it to the infamous story, huh? Not too much on my bro now. Not too much on my bro, okay? Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Yeah, but I just don't. I feel like it still was a good interview overall, y'all, because they was able, at the end, Tasha did apologize for being triggered and jumping off the handle. She apologized to her for that, and she said Rose was a good sport or whatever, because she didn't leave, because Rose could have just shut it down and walked away. When Tasha walked off, Rose could have walked off too, but Rose stayed, and she was like, Tasha, come back, we having a conversation, which is the truth. Like that, you are a big time influencer. You can't just walk off on an interview, and you can't do that. Like, you can't do that, y'all. You can't do that. And then the guest still sitting there. Like, you can't do that. You can't get triggered like that. You can't, yes, she human too, but you can't do that. I'm sorry. But I just feel like I'm glad she went on Tasha K's platform, because she was able to, answer a lot of the tough questions and give insight to people who don't understand her content. You have to actually watch it. And that's why I say a lot of the confusion came in from the interview, because 1 minute Tasha was saying she watched certain things, and the next minute she says she don't watch her content like that. So when you doing an interview, you have to be, privy to what you speaking on. You can't say, oh, you only downing black men through your content if you don't watch her content. Like, you can't do that, because in my opinion, that's not what she does. To keep it a buck, I watch her content, and I don't see that. How many of y'all watch her content, and do y'all see it from that aspect, the way that Tasha was putting it? Let me know in the chat, because I don't get that from. Yes, she does do. If you look at her captions do give race bait, right? Because that's controversial. And when you a content creator, a lot of people are going to come to where the controversy is. So she's smart as far as her making her captions, knowing how to bait people in. But if you actually watch her videos, it's not what they making it seem. And that's why she kept telling Tasha, I'm going to send you some videos. Maybe you need to watch my content more deeply so you can understand. I am the cloud says, I swear Rose story way more interesting than long. It really is. It really is. It's good. It's good. And I'm glad I actually watch her content to be able to speak on it. I was supposed to do a video on her the other day, but child, y'all know we get sideswiped with this LaTruth stuff. So it is what it is, baby. But it's her content is very interesting. And that one little video that she did going in on her husband then took it to a whole nother level. So she can get ready. She better be prepared. She might want to get some counseling for sure now, because when I tell you, when I open up YouTube, that's all I see Everything is Queen of Kings, child. Everybody getting in on that story. Terry said, "Oh yes, Tupac, I made it on there." She a mess. How you go? And I hate to even switch the subject, but I gotta say this: how you go from plastering people all over your story for your supporters to basically go attack them to saying you going to discipleship school? Child bye. Child bye. You done messed up already. But anyways, y'all, I'll probably do another live later because it is a few things that I want to talk about from Dawn's live earlier. I don't want to have it on this live because this live is about the Tasha K and Queen of Kings. So I'll definitely do one later on, Dawn's live from yesterday because I got some stuff to say, okay? I am the Cloud Say Rose Guy YouTube on lock. She do. She really do. Anomaly says she's a young married mother that I believe didn't think her channel would be this controversial. Exactly. I don't think she, and you could tell the way she handled. I don't know how many of y'all seen the video that she did on that YouTuber. I can't even remember that girl name. I don't know her. But it was a YouTuber who had been dragging Rose for filth. Like just going in day after day after day after day. And Rose did a live crying, sitting on the floor. She could not handle it. She couldn't handle it. So when I seen that, I was like, oh my God, like she better be prepared. She better be prepared. Tasha Mob. That's her name. Yep. Tasha Mob. Thank you, Trina. She better be prepared because it's going to be a lot of that. Once you see, it's a difference from putting, hey, honey, it's a difference from putting content out and putting your business out. And once you learn how to master the two, you're going to have a very successful channel. But we all know with the LaTrue situation, LaOnya can't put out content. She got to put her business out. That's the difference. LaTrue puts out content. Rose was putting out content, but once she put her business out there, you didn't change the game up because now people gonna want to be in your business rather than seeing your content. And if you can't handle that, then you take it to a whole nother level. You gotta be prepared, and I don't think she's prepared for that. Miss Ruby said, "I'll be waiting. Love your channel." Thank you, Miss Ruby. Hey, Jazzy. Hey, Brantley's Lifestyle. Welcome to everybody that's coming in, baby. And I'm glad I see some of y'all that's saying, one of y'all put that earlier that y'all feel like Rose and LaOnya are a lot alike. I don't see it, honestly, because we can't really compare the two. And this is the reason why I say that. Because we know of LaOnya to be a documented liar, right? We have so many lies on her. But with Rose, we haven't been that far in depth as far as, being able to document her just coming online telling lies. Now, as far as her coming out and putting her business out like that, yeah, that's a similarity. But it's not enough to, put them as the same character. Mo says, do we think the black boys will suffer from this? What black boys? Who you talking about, Mo? Brantley's Lifestyle say, I don't see it either because Rose man want her. You see, you petty. Y'all y'all petty, bruh. Hey, Lady Love. And you know what? This is my thing, y'all, because I have a lot of YT people in my family. Like, I'm pretty sure we all do. So, hey, Ariane. I have a lot of YT people in my family, and I just learned what YT was because somebody told me yesterday. I didn't know that's what y'all call it, but I'm not a racist person. Like I don't have a problem with interracial relationships and stuff like that. Like I never had a problem with stuff like that because I grew up around a lot of YT people. Like my grandfather is German, so I don't have a problem with that, but you could tell that kind of triggered Tasha K. Like it gave that she has an issue with it based on The way she interviewed Rose is like she had that grudge, that chip on her shoulder the whole time, because she wasn't giving her like no space to just explain herself. She kept trying to catch her up and make her contradict herself, and I feel like that's not right. If y'all watch the interview, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like Rose had to give an explanation for everything. Everything that she said, she had to explain it, and Tasha K was rolling her eyes and spinning the chair, and I'm gonna say, I thought YT mean YouTube. It do. It mean YouTube, and it means something else. Y'all put it in the chat. I don't want to say it out, but I'm using it like it's a cuss word, y'all. But I'm just used to it because people saying that's what it is. Miss Ruby said, I did at first, but you broke it down to me. Thank you, Miss Ruby. Anomaly says, any child that is in the middle of adults arguing and all this social media attention, especially when the kids are out into it, they will suffer. I agree, Anomaly. I definitely agree. That one says, no ma'am, Rose and Laonia is not the same. Only the business of her and her husband may be, but as far as content, no. So I have to agree. Me too. They different, y'all. I can't put that on her. They not the same. The only instance we have of Rose, getting personal with it is when she did that video. And she said she did it for the purposes of trying to troll the trolls, because she sees so many people that are against, that are for marriages failing, but it backfired. You can't do that. Like, at the end of the day, if you coming online, that's just like, and I tell y'all this all the time. Hey, good morning, gorgeous. Hey, blessed queen. Thank y'all for coming in. Make sure y'all hit the like button for your girl. But that's just like family, right? Let's say we in a toxic relationship, and we keep our business to ourselves as far as our relationship is concerned. We keep our toxic stuff away from our family, and then one day we just decide to tell our sister, and next thing you know, the sister then told the other family members, and you and your man, y'all had an argument or y'all broke up, but y'all got right back together, and now the family is mad at him, and y'all back together. And you trying to convince them, oh, you know what, I was in my feelings. I might have, put too much on it or made it more than what it was, but it's too late because you didn't already put it out there. That's why I say keep your business to yourself regardless of who it is, because family gonna always have your best interests. See, we was going off of what Rose said. It was given perfect. It was given, like Tasha said, it was given her YT savior. That's what we was going off of, because that's what she put out there. But then when you do a video and you going in on your husband, basically saying it's because of me that we have this, it's because of me that we have that, then people gonna look at it side eye, and they gonna, every time you put something else out, they gonna refer back to that video. So now you got to constantly get online and explain yourself as far as, oh, well, now people wondering, is he really doing this, what she said he's doing? Is he really paying all the bills? Do he really have this 6-figure job and taking care of his family? Because, yeah, you might have deleted that video and downplayed it after you calmed down. But guess what? A lot of times people tell the truth when they mad. So now you giving us, you a liar in so many words, which she owned up to it. So I can't say she's a liar, because she did say that the argument was real. So that was a good thing. She put it out there that she didn't try. At first she tried to say that it was fake, but she realized she wasn't going to get nowhere with saying it's fake because people wasn't falling for that. So she doubled back and said it was real. I own up to it. It was real, and I should not have done it. My husband not making a big deal out of it, basically saying, and even Tasha, I got to give Tasha this, because Tasha was like, you shouldn't care what other people think, long as you apologize to your husband, that's what matters, because you embarrassed him. At the end of the day, people on the internet, they not in your home. Hey, Miss Lolita, and thank you, Terry, bro, for the super sticker. Thank you for your support, my bro. So, you just got to be mindful. Because she going to have to pay for that for a while. It's going to take a while before people get over seeing that. They gonna keep referring back to that in her comments. So she gonna have to be used to it. Thank you. Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, gorgeous. Just put it in the chat, lady love. Brantley's Lifestyle said we want to hear the husband side. And that's my thing. Because somebody said they want to hear her first husband side. I don't want to hear his side. Because I feel like, based on what she said, it's not too much that he could say. Unless he could prove that, oh, she lying when she said he handled his business as far as the kids is concerned. Because based on their content, you don't never see him. You see his mom and his daddy. So I gotta take her word for it when she says he doesn't have no involvement. Because she was on top, and she could have drug him through the mud on Tasha K, but she didn't. So I give her the benefit of the doubt, right? Because a lot of times with toxic situations, you gonna see a lot of dragging. So it's obvious that you can kind of tell that she's low-key healed from that situation with the first husband, because she could be like how long you're doing RH, right? Dragging them through the mud, knowing it's this and it's that. But she's not doing that. She even told Tasha, she was like, he don't like to be mentioned on camera. And most women, they wouldn't care if that ninja want to be mentioned or not. Ninja, you ain't helping me with these children. Why should I spare you? But she spared him still. And she didn't have to do that. Yeah, we talking about the Rose situation, Latte. The interview Tasha K did with Rose Miller, Queen of Kings, yesterday. She could have spared, she didn't have to spare him. Because if she even said, well, he's not doing this and he's not doing that, I had to force him on child support. And it took over a year before I actually started getting child support, because I went to the courts and I was like, well, y'all gonna have to start taking it out of his check because he's not paying it willingly. So that speaks volumes. Unless he can prove that ain't true, I don't want to hear from him. Because I'm all for the kids. And what I do see in her content is she does have a relationship with his parents. So that speaks volumes to me. The fact that his parents have a relationship with her, it shows that she's not just this bitter and, crazy baby mama that's keeping him from his kids. Because if a woman keeping from their kids, they're not going to let the family be involved either. Period. She wouldn't have no type of nothing. And them people be all in her content. I done seen them multiple times visiting and everything. So that speaks volumes in my opinion. And he's remarried and everything. Why aren't you coming? If she don't give the type that's going to stop him from seeing his kids, especially if she letting them kids go with his mama and daddy every summer. He could easily go get his kids. So, but I would like to hear from Brett. Now him, yes, because he's married to her now. I would definitely like to hear from him. So I get that, Miss. Who said that? Somebody in the comments said that. Blessed Queen said, thank you for that 3-month membership. Blessed Queen, she said, do you think she will dog him out if he ever left her like Laonya did because of her actions? Based on now, I don't think so. And I could only go off of her actions now. And you know what would probably tell us more? If you see how, if you watch that Tasha K interview, she told Tasha that was that one instance, right? She said, I'll never let that happen again. I did what I did. I apologize for it. I take accountability for it. But moving forward, future-wise, I'm not doing that no more. So we can only go off of that because of what she's put out thus far. Now, if she come out again in an act of rage, impulsively, and she, do another situation like she did with her husband, then I would say differently. Then I would say, okay, well, and when she mad, she putting it on the floor. She gonna put the business out there. But we only have that one situation to go off of. So, I can't really say right now. Hopefully she wouldn't. Because I despise that. I can't stand. At least give the man credit. At least give him credit. I just don't like that. I don't like that. And now you trying to, basically say, well, I was lying. She basically said she was lying. But it's not. I got. That's why I give her a credit also, y'all, because she could have said, well, it wasn't true, but she basically said she was lying on her husband. She acted out impulsively, and she was in her feelings, and she probably is going through postpartum. Not making excuses for her, but she did just have a baby. But you don't do that though. You got, as an influencer, you have responsibility to control your emotions because you have a lot of people following your influence. So you can't do that. You are human, yes, but you have to control your emotions. Period. You can't put stuff out like that and think it's just gonna go away and everything gonna be cool. No. Now you deleted it, but it's too many people that is screen recorded, and now you gotta pay for that. Now you still have to answer for that, and you're gonna have to answer for that for a while. Regardless if she apologized to her husband or not, people gonna be looking side-eyed. And like Tasha said, now you got all these women throwing that cooter cat at that man because they thinking you just handling him any kind of way. They want that big old white tea man, baby. That's a big man, I ain't gonna lie. That is a big man, okay? Thank you, Blessed Queen, for the super sticker. She said, I think she is what is that? You might have had a spell check. I think she's a hothead if she's mad, but I like her. I like her too, y'all. I do like her. I like her content because yeah, she had this instance where, you know, she came out and she put her business out there. I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt because she's human and she tried to right her wrong. Unlike Laonya, she did what she did, and because that man didn't want her no more, she kept at it. But Rose, on the other hand, if she do it again, we're gonna have a problem. Don't put your business out there, and then you expect everybody to just let it slide. And no, we're gonna give you a pass this time because you're human at the end of the day. But if you do it again, people gonna be looking at you side eye. Don't be putting your business out there. Put your content out there. It's a difference. Because you vlogging, they vlogging on real life stuff. And you know, most of us, the ones who get it, right? We know it's not a real perfect man. Ain't no marriage perfect. But once you start putting out there that your marriage ain't perfect, now you open the door for a lot of unwanted criticism. You can't take back what you do once you put it on the internet. And I'm glad she understand that. Some don't, you know, some want to post government names and try to get people to attack people because of what they put out. Ciao, bye. Anomaly said, Lupac, the tarot reader, did a reading on her. You gotta go listen. I'ma listen to it because I actually follow Neo Tarot, so I'ma listen to it. Hey, Miss Roslyn. Anomaly said, Brett said he really don't like being in the camera, but he does it for Rose. Yep. He showed. You could tell he don't. But baby, that content money is good money, okay? I do it for the camera too. They bringing in some bags. That's what's awarding them that lifestyle that they live in. Granted, he do make money because he's a working man, but that content money is they making some bags off of them channels, okay? So he gonna definitely get in the camera. And you know what? If you follow a lot of these influencer couples, most of the time it's the women who have the channel and the men just tagging along. They don't like to be they do it for their families, so especially the ones who have all these children, 5, 6, 10 kids. That's the bag right there, because they know working a regular job ain't gonna take care of all them kids. That's why they keep their content rolling, because they getting all of these endorsement deals and stuff like that. So that makes a big difference. Humble says over 1 million people watching at that. For real. Hey, Miss Robin Lotz. Hey, Mias, my Louisiana sister. Hey, Get Right with LB. Yep, but y'all gotta go watch that interview. I was reading the comments, and a lot of people were in the comments, saying Rose held her own, and then you had people saying, Tasha had a talking in circles. I feel like the comments was pretty much neutral, for both ends. Like, Tasha did her big one with the interview, but Rose handled it like a boss. And I agree. She did, because Child, that could have went left. It almost did, y'all. It almost did. If you didn't watch it in its entirety, then you would have seen. Cause Tasha had to call that lady husband a YT cracker and walk off the screen, baby. But she gathered herself and came back. But when she said that, I was like, She lost me when she did that because I don't like stuff like that. What's up, Snooky? I don't like stuff like that. Be fair. At the end of the day, you can't put your emotions over onto people, and that's what it gave to me. It gave that based on Tasha's experiences with YT people and the way she feel about them. She projected it over into that interview because she wasn't hearing what the girl was saying. She was hearing what she wanted to hear and not what Rose was actually saying. Like I said, if you don't watch her content, then you can't say what her content is about. She's literally telling you, you have to watch it deeply. Like, you have to really watch my content to see. And the ones who follow Rose and watch her, they know. They know it's not what they trying to make it seem. She has a controversial channel, period. It's going to be controversial when you in a interracial marriage, any channel, because people out there, that brings a lot of I ain't gonna say unwanted conversations. Needed. I'm gonna say needed. Those conversations need to be had. And I feel like bump statistics, what she was saying, she had a point to it. Granted, a lot of people don't want to hear it, but it's too, broken homes are too common in the Black community, period. Like, they was talking about statistics and this and that. Just from me seeing it, my experience and the time I've been on this earth, it's a true statement. It's too common. It's too common. Not saying it don't happen with other races, but I'm speaking for ours. Let the other races speak for theirs, okay? It happens too often where women have kids and the man just leave. Like, that's not uncommon. It's very common in our community. Period. Like, you can't take that from her just because you have an issue with the fact that she's married to a YT man. That's a true statement. It's more broken homes. If you look at like I say, bump the statistics, just look. All you gotta do is look out there. It's more broken homes than it is, married couples, married Black couples and stuff like that. The truth, exactly. Good morning, gorgeous. The truth hurts. A lot of what Rose said made a lot of sense, and you don't even have to look at the statistics. You could just look around. Baby. It's too many baby mamas. Like, it really is. It's too many men having it too easy where they can make a baby with a woman and just leave. Like that, it shouldn't be like that. Back in the day, if you had a baby with a man, you had to marry that woman. If you made a baby with this woman, you had to marry her, or you was frowned upon. It's not like that no more. They could easily just leave. Like, put a baby in you and go their separate way. Some men even put a baby in two women at the same time, child. So I'm laughing, but it's not funny. It's very common. If it wasn't, the Maury show wouldn't exist. All them doggone paternity tests and stuff like that. Like, it's the truth. Yup, exactly, Miss Shawnee. And my mom, for example. What's up, Miss Shawnee? Who else we got in here? Latae said, I gotta see what Rose is talking about. Yes, Latae, you gotta go watch it. You have to go watch it, y'all, to really understand. Watch her interview. And then when you get a chance, watch some of her content. That way you can, you can really see what she's saying. And not just go off of what other people say. Because one thing about me, I ain't no follower. I'm a leader. I don't just go off of what nobody say. I got to see for myself. And I feel like that's very common now, where people will say something and everybody just follow it. No. Go see it for yourself. Don't just run with it. And I feel like that was definitely a mistake that Tasha made. You know, she jumped on it. It was a hot topic, but she openly said that she don't follow the girl content like that. So how can you really speak based on what she's talking about if you don't watch her content? How do you know? Don't tell me because your supporter said it, because everybody gets a different perspective looking at stuff. You know, how I see something might not be how y'all see it. That's why I always say go watch for yourself. That's why I don't carry bones. Because my perspective might be different. You might see something, somebody might say something, and I might see it one way and you might see it totally different. I might see it as offensive and you might see it as not offensive. So that's why it's good to see stuff for yourself before you give your perspective or give your opinion. Hey, little mama. Let me go up because I'm missing out on some of the comments, baby. I gotta see. Okay, I read that. Yup, that's what it was called, Miss Shawnee. Back in the day, you put that baby in that woman or that man's child, you gonna marry him. They didn't care if you knew him or not. You knew him enough to make a baby. Guess what? You getting married. A lot of those marriages wasn't based off of love. A lot, and that, you know what's crazy? That's the marriages that stood the test of time. The ones that wasn't based off of love, our grandparents that stayed married for 60, 70 years. That's the ones where it was those type of weddings where they had to get married because they started making babies. That's the ones that stood the test of time. That's crazy, but it's the truth. Terry said, I'm thankful that I didn't make myself out like one of those guys in our community. Okay. Miss Ruby said, I can say Rose stood 10 toes down when TK left. Rose said you being messy. She did, and it speaks volumes because, Tasha, that's your platform. You can't do that. Like, you the interviewer. You can't just walk off because you got triggered or you felt away. Because she really didn't say nothing bad. She was trying to explain to Tasha, this is my preference. But Tasha was trying to make it seem like, oh, you just downing black men because you got with this white man and da-da-da-da-da. But she was just basically trying to say, I don't hate black men. You know, that's not what I'm saying. But I got with my husband and that's now my preference. You can't take that from her. That's like trying to take somebody's rights away from them. If that's what she choose, that's what she choose. Slavery is over, child. Yeah, and that's where the controversy comes in at, y'all, because it's a lot of times where we have people that are still stuck in that mind frame that black is supposed to be with black, white is supposed to be with white, Chinese is supposed to be with Chinese. But we're living in a day and age where it's not like that anymore. You can marry outside of your race and you shouldn't have to explain it. If that's your preference, that's your preference. Slavery is over. Racism still exists, but slavery is over, child. Okay? You can do what you want. We have those rights. You can't take somebody's preference away from them. Yes, she's raising black men, but at the end of the day, she even explained that she's even raising her kids that if this is what they choose, that's what they choose. Like, they got to choose what's best for them. Period. Got to choose what's best for you. Do that make you a bad person? No. But some people want to make you feel like you're a bad person just because, maybe she didn't find, she said she only had 3 experiences, but maybe that was enough for her. Maybe she didn't want to have 10 bad experiences with black men just to find the right one. You shouldn't have to go through all of that. In no race. Just like the white men that marry black women. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Good morning, gorgeous. Say that's why I'm not mad at Tyree. Okay, and listen, I was about to bring that up too. I'm glad you said that. For his preference, go where you're going to be the happiest and have the healthiest environment for you and or your children. And I'm glad you brought that up because that lady tried to make that an issue and it should not be. How is that? First of all, lady, how is that affecting you in your life? What he choose to, do with his life. If he want to marry a YT woman, that's his business. And why he chose that as his preference is his business also. And that's why I was trying to tell Dawn, don't explain that. Because what they're going to do is they're going to flip your words and they're going to bring out the controversy in your words just to make it a thing. That's all deflection. What he choose and what's his preference is his business. If that's what makes him happy, that's what makes him happy. Periods. Just because he come from a black woman don't mean he got to marry a black woman. Or and it damn sure don't mean that his mama was any less. That just means that that's his preference. He tried different situations and that was his preference. And that's his right. And that's coming from a black woman, baby. I wouldn't get mad, and some people do, y'all. And I wish I could go more in depth, like with my family and situations like that. But y'all know how, maybe later on, I have to do that on members only. Because they like to take what you say and, use it as a way to deflect and spin what you say or whatever. So I probably tell y'all more on the members only. But, it happens in all families where they want you to marry within your race and this and that, but child, slavery is over. Hey, Miss Rochelle. Miss Rochelle says she's speaking on what she's seen titles on her page. Tasha did apologize to her. Tasha didn't grill her enough. She did apologize. I feel like she did grill her. Like she went in. It's like I feel like she was what Rose was saying wasn't good enough for her because it was so many theatrics involved. Like every time Rose would answer a question or whatever, Tasha would be looking at her side eye, put the glasses on, spin around in the chair. Rose was even saying it, why are you putting your glasses on? Or, like I feel like that was a lot for a serious interview. So she definitely, she in my opinion, she went into that interview already sold. Like she knew what she wanted to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it gave. But Tamika say Tasha was light on her. Y'all, I don't see that because I actually watch Tasha's content and I'm subscribed to her TashaKLive.com. I watch damn near all her interviews. So I feel like she wasn't light on her because it done been interviews. Listen, if y'all watch the interview that Tasha K did on, I forgot her name, but it was a chick that was the manager for Terrence Williams, Birdman brother. Tasha K went in on that girl, and the interview took a big turn. Like it took a major turn to where the girl apparently lied about her involvement with Birdman brother, and Tasha blasted her during the interview. So it took a different turn or whatever. So I feel like she was a little tough on her. Not saying she was all the way there, but she was a little tough on her. She was a little tough. Especially with, calling that lady husband a YT cracker and walking off. That was definitely tough. That was embarrassing. The Brainless Lifestyle say people don't respect marriages no more. I was getting hit on at the gas station and I said I was married. The guy said I am too. Exactly. They don't care, y'all. It used to be where you could show your ring. Like when I go to the gas station, well, which they know my fiance. These men, they don't be trying me because we really known. So, but it used to be where you could just show your ring and they'll be like, oh, okay, you married? Yeah. Nah, child, they don't care about that. The men be looking like, what is that? They do not care. Anomaly say, right, because, honey, I don't discriminate. Okay? Tamika say, Tasha was simply saying she don't down the brothers when Rose herself got issues and she played a part in that first marriage divorce. And I agree with that. That's the part of, listen, I don't disagree with everything. I disagree with, like I said, I feel like Tasha kind of had a grudge or a chip on her shoulder based on her experiences with YT people, based on how she handled the interview, right? Because it was like every time Rose answered the question, Tasha would she'd start spinning around in the chair, or she'd put her glasses on, or like she kind of made a mockery out of it. It didn't give like she was going into the interview just, I don't even know what's the word, y'all. Like she just, wasn't prepared, not wasn't prepared, but she made a mockery out of it. Like she wasn't taking her serious. And I think that's because she already had her mind made up about Rose. But Tasha stated multiple times that she don't even watch her content like that. So that's why, if you notice, Rose said like 3 times, Tasha, you need to watch my content. Because I've never titled my video like that. Tasha was saying, oh, well, you basically comparing the black man, and you saying in your captions, well, the black man can't do this. But that's not how she titled her videos. So it was given that Tasha based it off of maybe third-party information, and she really didn't watch her content. That's what I took from it. But I do agree with a lot of key points that Tasha said. I do agree with a lot of stuff she said. I do. Don't brother. Yep. And I do feel like, that might be part of the reason why she chose to go to the YT man. But at the end of the day, this is where I'm at with it. I feel like if that's her preference, that's her preference. She shouldn't have to explain why she chose that route. That's just like me explaining to y'all why I chose my fiance, or y'all explaining why y'all chose y'all husband. That's our right. Yeah, she's an influencer, but this is where I say Rose brought this upon herself. Okay, this is where I say that, because Rose put that video out. If she wouldn't have put that video out, we wouldn't be here. Because Tasha K been doing content for a while, and Queen of Kings never made her wine list. Because she put her business out there, that's what happens. So she got to answer for that. But in any other situation, you shouldn't have to. So that's why I'm kind of in the mutual aspect, because I don't feel like people should have to answer for their preference. That's their right. Tamika said, my son married an Italian woman and he doesn't like black women. He think YT is more beautiful. Always saying don't hate. Ooh, child. I agree with that though, Tamika. I agree with that. But she said at the end, if you watched it to the end, she said she apologized to black men, because she was like, that's not what I'm trying to. I don't want y'all to feel like I hate y'all. She said that at the end. All we can do is go with her word. Hey, Miss Patricia Jefferson. Hey, Capricorn Mom. Tamika said Tasha PR team made her get off that mic. Yep, because they cut it off and everything. Tasha takes Rose as she just don't get it. Date who you wanna, but don't throw your culture under the bus. It's simple. Good morning, gorgeous. Say exactly. It's better to understand what you want before you get into the situation. What if he has kids, then decides he doesn't want to be there? Now the kids have a broken home. Go where you want to be. Yep, I agree. The Brandless Lifestyle say, I seen a video of her kids saying, I have a YT dad. Of course, he don't want me to play football. It's golf. Of course, she has a lot of racist videos. See, I didn't see that one. I never seen that. And I watch a lot of her content, but I never seen that one. But I did see a lot of people making that type of video, though. I have seen, so I can't just say if she did make that, it's not just her. Because I have seen a lot of people interracial. I follow a lot of, y'all, I even follow, it's 2 women, a black woman and a YT woman. I don't know if I forgot the name of their channel, but they have 3 kids. They have twin boys and a girl. So y'all might know who I'm talking about. The YT wife carried the twin boys, and the black wife carried the daughter. But they made that video also. They made a video just like that. So it's a lot of influencers that's all following the same trend. And how I know this is because I follow a lot of these people. And I be like, dang, such and such just made that video too. Just like the video, if y'all notice, it was a trend. They pretty much all do the same thing. These influencer couples, they all follow the same trends. That's why if you look at the sounds they use and all of that, it's a video trend where you go on vacation and you put the camera on the ground, and it looks like you're jumping from, and if y'all know what I'm talking about, put it in the chat. It looked like you jumping from your house to the vacation site. Rose did the video. What's his name? Dang, I seen at least 4 different. The ones that I follow do the exact same video, y'all. It was Rose and her family. They did it when they was going to Hawaii. The Curly Coopers did it on their vacation trip. Tato and Vera did it on their vacation trip. So they all doing the same stuff. Just like that video right there. It's a very controversial video. But if you type it in the YouTube, you'll see all of the influencers that's in interracial relationships did that exact same video. They just worded it a little different. Rochelle says, yes, Tasha was off some on how she handled it with the body language. Yes, the YT cracker was disrespectful and a bit much. I can understand Tasha's point where she was coming from. See, you get it, Miss Rochelle. So it's like, that's why I say I'm kind of in the middle, y'all. Because I feel like when she did certain things, it gave that she already had her mind made up, you know? And I just feel like with that situation, it should have been a little more professional because that's your platform. Like, that sent a message, in my opinion. That sent a major message. Yeah, you might disagree with certain things that she does as an influencer, but to take it to that level, that was crazy. That was crazy. Now, granted, I feel like the overall interview was good because it was some very uncomfortable questions that Rose had to answer. And I guarantee you, after that interview, she had to really think about her content and the way she puts out certain things and just the overall how she used the statistics situation with putting out certain videos. She had to really think about that and how it could be offensive to people in her race, right? So I agree with that. Okay, let me see. Let me go down. Hey, Miss Bridget. She said, I just wish she stopped saying her black kids and her white kids. I don't like that. And that's what I said early on in the video. I don't like when she captioned her videos like that. But I feel like she do that as a race bait because it's controversial to get people to her channel. I don't agree with it, and I don't agree with no channels doing that. And it's a lot of them doing that, y'all. If y'all look it up, like I said, just that interracial lesbian couple, I cannot remember these people's name, but I do follow them on YouTube. They do a lot of those type of videos also. So it's not just Rose. It's a lot that's doing that. And I don't agree with none of them doing that because I feel like you don't do that. You know, I just don't like the controversialness in racism. I don't like that. You know, it's granted you could talk about different things that happen, your experiences, but you don't have to caption your videos like that. I just don't like that. I don't like that from nobody. Who is UNICEF? Please support UNICEF. Who is that? Hey, Truth Slayer. Happy birthday, my girl. I hope you enjoying your birthday. Y'all show Truth Slayer some birthday love in the chat, baby. I hope you enjoying your day, my girl. 1 time for the birthday, bitch. 2 times for the birthday, bitch. Miss Rochelle say, why can you say... Miss Rochelle, honestly, I don't even know. I just see other people saying it like that, so that's why I said it, because I literally just found out yesterday why they even say YT. So that's why I was saying it, but to me, it's kind of crazy. Like, why you could say black, but I don't know. Maybe it's a YouTube thing. But people just literally told me what YT stood for as far as that. So... it's all weird, child. Capricorn might say, you're right, Lupac. My youngest son dating a Caucasian girl. I'm fine with it. Whatever makes him happy. And I get where y'all coming from too, yeah. Because this is my standpoint. You know, your preference is your preference. And like y'all said, but don't make it seem like you have an issue with your actual race just because you want to date somebody else. Trust me, I get that. Because I'm like that too. No, don't down our people now. Just because you want to go another way. But you can date who you want to date. But you got to be mindful. Because if you bring that type of controversy to your platform, be prepared for what comes with it. Period. Be prepared, baby. Who's making that loud song noise? Where? You might have heard my son in the background. You probably heard him. Tamika say my sister got a white boyfriend, and honey, she talks to him like a kid. Honey, black men ain't going. They do not. They not that meek and passive like that. They want their respect. Dang, not a kid, child. That is crazy. But anyways, y'all, I'm about to get up off of here. I gotta go make a store run, but I probably will be back because I want to talk. I'll probably do another hour live when I get back from the store because I want to talk about Dawn's live from yesterday. This one I wanted to keep it on the Rose situation, and I definitely follow up on this because I feel like it's gonna be more to come. You know, I'm gonna kind of monitor her content to see how she does moving forward, and you know, based on all the backlash that she's getting from that video. Hey, Annie. Tamika say when you date outside your race and belittling your own people is definitely giving self-hate vibes. Yep. And that's not how you want to come across. And that's why I hope, you know, regardless of Tasha K's interview taking a turn at the end, they kind of brought it back because Tasha apologized to her. But I hope Rose take something from the interview, how she comes across in certain aspects. But Tasha also need to go watch her lives to, see, because you don't just want to run with one thing if you're not actually watching her content, But we'll see. Thank you, Miss Bridget. Hey, Annie. But y'all, I'm about to get up off of here. I'll be back in a little bit so we can review Dawn's live from yesterday. Because if y'all wasn't in Dawn's live, baby, I got some questions, okay? I got some questions, baby. Hey, Miss Michelle, but I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Please hit that like button for your girl. Thank y'all for the super chats. It is much appreciated. If you are not a member of my channel, please grab that membership. We will have a members live this week. Most definitely. Yes, go watch it, Brantley's Lifestyle. And happy birthday to all of the August babies. We're going to do the reading in our members live, let's say. What today is? Okay, today is Tuesday. I'll probably do our members live Thursday. And then we'll do the reading. We'll do the reading because she did a few of them. She did a few readings that we missed out on, child. So we got to catch up. But I love you guys. I'm going to see y'all in a little bit. I'll definitely be back. I got to make my thumbnail too. See y'all in a little bit.